Okay. This is the young vocalist whose name is Rosa Lynn, and a hit single here called Snap right before that, getting us in the holiday mood. John Mellencamp and his version of I Saw Mama Kissing Santa Claus. That came out back in the day on the very special Christmas charity compilation. Martin Van Dyke with you here, freezing for a reason, broadcasting outside the Kroger at 400 South Maple in support of Food Gatherers. Well, it's an annual tradition to be joined by our friends in the electrical business community. We're talking about IBEW NECA, Local 252, and Ryan Husse, who is the business manager. Man, you've been on the show every year for how long, my friend? Welcome. How are you?
Welcome. Thanks, Martin. Yeah, it's been a couple years now.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah,
more
it's
than a
always
couple.
great to be here. Great to be back in person.
It wouldn't be a rockin' without you, my friend. Let's get into the initials. Maybe not everybody knows. IBEW NECA stands for what again?
International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers and National Electrical Contractors Association.
Got it. Local
252.
252.
Yes.
What area does that cover? Is that all of Washington?
All of Washtenaw, all of Jackson, and the bottom 4 townships of Ingham and Livingston County.
Also with us this morning on Rockin' is Matt Weibark, who is the owner of Better Electric. Matt, how are you?
Welcome. I'm doing well. Good morning.
You've been owner for how long?
For about 5 years now.
And been part of the company for how long?
27 years I've worked there.
Wow, you're closing in on my tenure here in radio.
Yeah.
Wow. What got you into this business, both of you, Matt, starting with you?
Well, I was working for a company that crossed the parking lot from Better Electric, and they had a job opening, and it looked much better than where I was. I took it, and I seemed to actually love the work. I love dealing with the people and our customers, and then working with the electricians to help solve people's problems.
And Vetter has been around for how long?
Since 1985. Okay. Vetter Electric's been as an independent contractor, but Bob Vetter, who started it, had been a electrician since the very early 70s.
Hmm. And you, again, Ryan, have been here for a long time, and we like to have a conversation about electrical contractors and the importance of using people like you and people who know what they're doing in terms of working with electricity.
Sure.
Which sounds like an important thing to me.
Yeah.
What are the advantages of working with IBEW NECA electricians in your company?
Well, so NECA, the relationship is NECA, hires IBEW members.
Right.
That are trained. A lot of them go through the apprenticeship. We have journeyman training, so that's kind of the relationship. We have continuing education for electrical vehicle chargers, for example, is the hot thing now. So there's certifications for that. There's the industry is always expanding, and it's a partnership between IBEW and NECA to get qualified contractors that hire qualified electricians to do the installations.
I'm glad you mentioned electric vehicles. Just a couple of years ago, this wasn't even in the mix in the conversation, right. And this is going to be absolutely paramount. And having charging stations, this is just going to be so absolutely essential. I know a lot of the details of this all being worked out.
Right. I mean, just the infrastructure bill alone is $500,000 across the country. Infrastructure, federal, the federal funds, but that's not including homeowners or private industry. It's exploding already.
How do people reach out if they're considering doing a major work on their house, at their businesses that involves electricity? You want to tackle that one, Ryan?
Well, the town's full of good contractors, but we have the website, IBEWNECA252.org, has a listing of all the union contractors in the area, and you can go there and pick through them, or you can call and at least ask, make sure who you're hiring, if they are a union contractor.
And about how many are there in this area in Washtenaw County? And
just Washtenaw County based and Jackson County based, I would say 65-ish, around here. They all specialize in kind of different areas and different, we do industrial, we do residential, we do commercial, we do low voltage.
Mm-hmm.
So, depending on what you're doing, we can certainly pair you up with a contractor.
And what's the job market looking like? Are you in search, like a lot of companies, in search of people to work?
We are always looking for great people. That's why with the union, we sponsor the apprenticeship school. We train our own. It's a free education, and they're paid during the whole time with full benefits. And so we kind of bring up our own. It's in demand, but it's welcome to apply. And if you're not a union electrician but are, you can absolutely apply to the union, and there's plenty of work for you.
Good to hear. Our guest once again, Matt Weibark, who is the owner of Vetter Electric, and also with us Ryan Husse, the business manager of IBEW NECA Local 252. I know you help out so much for the cause, guys, and you're going to be making, as always, a generous gift to the cause. I understand. Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
actually, I forget her name here, but she's already has the check, so we're good to go with that.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Yep.
As always, I'm glad that in a busy holiday season that our friends in the at Vetter Electric and IBEW NECA get involved just so passionately with this important community project. Thank you guys. Happy holidays to you both.
happy
You
Appreciate
too.
you being with
to you.
us.
Too. Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah.
And thank you for doing what you're doing here today.
Oh,
It's a great
absolutely.
thing. This week, it should say, not even today.
No,
It's-
our pleasure. Back at you. Good to
And
have you
you
here.
know, I understand that you're hanging up the
headphones
hanging up
here.
the headphones,
Yeah,
and,
but
just
for
wanna
the
wish
Daily
you
Show. Yes.
a happy retirement, a well deserved, and Merry Christmas and happy holidays to all the working families around here. So thank you for everything, Mark.
Ryan. The
Yep.
both of you. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Enjoy.
that. Merry Christmas to you
All right,
both.
yeah.
Let's keep rocking here outside the Kroger at 400 South Maple with The Cure on